On this episode of the Piedmont Motion Picture Show, I've got an updated overview of the Moment Pro camera app and its new features, and that starts right now. What's up guys, Ryan here with the Piedmont Motion Picture Company. Thank you so much for joining me today. This channel is all about learning and growing as a filmmaker, so please hit that like button, please subscribe if you haven't already, and let's become better filmmakers together. The Moment Pro camera app has been updated to 3.5, and with it a host of new features have been added aimed at improving the experience for filmmakers. And the best new feature in my opinion is the addition of the picture profiles, which will allow you to film in flat or log and allow you to film in a flatter image for more control of the color grading process in post. So with that, let's go over the app's interface and we'll take a look at everything this app has to offer in regards to filmmaking. If you're holding your phone horizontal, the first item you'll see at the bottom left is the Guides button. This alternates between a set of guides to help you line up your shots. Above that, you'll see the Flash button. This will turn on and off your phone's light lamp. Right above that, you'll see the toggle for the new picture profiles. You can switch between the phone's default color, a flat profile, and the log profile, which will give you the flattest image possible. Using a flat image will give you more control of the colors in post. Above that, you can switch your resolution to 4K, 720, and 1080p. Right above that, you'll be able to adjust your frame rate. And the circle button right above that lets you choose which moment lens you're using with the app. This is mostly just to help organize your footage in the camera roll, adding info to the metadata so you'll know which shot used which lens, but it comes in most handy when you're shooting with an anamorphic lens. And right off to the right of this toolbar, you'll see the new audio levels meter. This of course helps track whether or not your audio levels are clipping or if they're not loud enough. In the bottom right, just of center, you'll see the new RGB parade and histogram meters. You can toggle between the two meters by tapping. These meters will of course help you nail your color and exposure. The right toolbar has sliders to adjust shutter speed, ISO, exposure, focus, and white balance. Once you've set one of the sliders where you want, you'll see a little line pop up under the button's letters. This means that the slider has been locked in place. Just double tap the button heading again to release it. To the right of these settings, you'll see a button for the camera roll, the settings menu, which we'll come back to in a minute, the record button or shutter button, the camera facing button, which will flip the camera into selfie mode and back to default, and the button to switch from photo to video modes. Also, here at the top of the interface you'll see the zoom button, which will zoom the image up to 2 times. Remember that you can tap on the screen anywhere to bring up a reticle that will adjust focus and exposure depending on where you drag the reticle. Double tap this reticle to split it in 2 and have 2 separate reticles for exposure and focus. Now that we've looked at the interface and its features, let's finish up by looking at the settings the app has to offer. The first setting is a toggle for the 3D shutter button. This allows you to half press the shutter button to lock focus and then fully press it to record an image. Up next you'll see a location tagging button, a toggle to allow Siri to interact with the app, photo settings, and here you can adjust your video format or in-app stabilization. You can switch between NTSC and PAL formats. Under the bitrate setting, you'll be able to increase the quality of your image by setting the bitrate to high. Be aware that this will take up more space on your phone's memory. Here you can also toggle on and off the histogram, waveforms, and the audio level. And finally, there's an option to automatically de-squeeze footage shot with the Moment anamorphic lens. That's pretty much it for this update, guys. As you can see, this is a big step forward for the Moment Pro app. and it pretty much has everything you need to start making awesome videos with your iPhone. It's getting pretty close to Filmic Pro in terms of features. With that said, what would you guys like to see added to the Moment Pro camera app next? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to check out the Moment store for awesome lenses and accessories to use along with the Moment app. And be sure to tell them that Ryan from Piedmont Motion Picture sent you by visiting the Moment store using the link in the description below. As always, I hope this video has been very beneficial to you, and if it has, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. Thanks for coming along on this filmmaking journey with me. I am Ryan, and I will see you on the next Piedmont Motion Picture Show.